Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to all of you, and welcome to this Agenda Offshore conference. Only a few weeks ago, on April 5th this year, Sir Richard Branson launched his next great endeavor, an exploration of the final frontiers, the ocean floor. Over the next 2 years, the mission is to take a lone pilot to the deepest locations of the Earth's 5 oceans, including the 11,033 meters deep Mariana Trench of the Pacific Ocean. And the offshore industry is rooted in these kinds of inspiration and exploration. The Homo maritimus is constantly searching to explore and exploit the opportunities hidden beyond and below the horizons of the seas. Over the years, our skills and technology have gradually moved the limits of human activities to the benefit of people, business, and society at large. In today's world, more than 2.4 billion people lack access to modern fuels for cooking and heating. Economic development, business opportunities, and human progress are heavily dependent upon access to oil and gas. The International Energy Agency projects a 36% growth in the global demand for energy over the next 25 years. Most of this growth will be from non-OECD countries. Availability of energy is a prerequisite for global growth and development. Lack of energy will hamper and restrain both. 25 years from now, oil and gas will still remain dominant energy sources. In addition, new concepts of renewable offshore wave energy extracted from waves and wind will be developed and industrialized. Hence, the offshore industry holds an important key to closing the global energy gap. And it's my firm belief that this industry will be able to develop the technological, operational, and commercial concepts and capacity to do so. And reality tells us that we can. It was our maritime community's ability to convert the experience and competence gained through generations which paved the way for the development of Norway as a modern, sophisticated oil and gas nation. Over the past 40 years, these maritime offshore activities have developed to become one of the most important industrial sectors in Norway, and today Norway is home to the most advanced offshore fleet in the world. The maritime offshore companies are involved in all parts and all phases of petroleum activities, from the first seismic surveys to exploration drilling, production, maintenance, repair, and transportation of oil and gas. We are honored, and I would in particular like to welcome Mr. José Sergio Gabrieli, CEO of Petrobras, as one of our prominent key speakers today. He is really on a hit-and-run mission to Norway, traveling all the way from Rio via Paris to Oslo and arriving last night only and returning this afternoon. So we appreciate deeply the efforts that you're making, Dr. Gabrieli, in participating at our conference today. With a very young population, the largest economy in Latin America, the 7th largest economy in the world, displaying impressive growth rates, and home to one of the most prosperous oil and gas provinces in the world, Brazil has emerged to become one of the major drivers of international economic growth. And Brazil now holds an obvious position at the main table of world politics. And we are very happy to see that ties between Brazil and Norway are growing closer day by day. Today, 1 out of every 4 supply vessels operating on the Brazilian continental shelf is controlled by a member of the Norwegian Shipowners Association, and the same goes for 4 out of 10 anchor handling vessels. And we expect this presence to increase both in absolute and relative terms. And the pre-salt discoveries potentially represent both a major increase in Brazil's oil reserves, and at the same time, they represent a huge technological challenge. These fields are deeper and further offshore than anywhere else in the world, and the technology and the competence necessary to develop these fields in a safe, reliable, and efficient manner will be groundbreaking. Exploring and expanding current boundaries to human activities requires a careful and responsible approach, and we have to recognize that there are fundamental challenges to be overcome and fundamental values to be protected to ensure sustainable growth. Our task is to master, not to conquer, the forces of the oceans. The overriding theme of this year's conference is what's next. And the crucial issue at hand is how to harvest from the rich resources in manners that are sustainable for people, nature, and society at large. What happened on Macondo was a serious accident and a loud warning about the inherent risks. Overall, the safety record of the offshore industry is quite impressive, and so it must be. We can never fully eliminate risks. We have to manage them, and that requires a constant and relentless drive for improvements in all relevant areas. In this respect, it's essential to draw lessons from accidents, and I look forward to hearing Dr. Lance and the panel's reflections upon this point. We live in a time of opportunities and possibilities for billions of people all over the globe, and the offshore industry plays an important role in providing these opportunities. It's an industry taking on the most daring challenges in providing for global growth and in fulfilling the most essential needs of daily life of modern society. I welcome you all to an Agenda Offshore conference aimed at enriching, deepening, and adjusting our understanding of the challenges and the opportunities ahead. I wish you all an inspiring conference. Thank you very much.